Number one buck we're chasing over here.
All right, guys, welcome to season 6, episode 1, Shed Rally. This year, all of our content is going to be posted primarily to YouTube. There's number 2. We're going to bring you a lot of the same content we had in the past, but this year we're going to add in more fishing in the summertime, and for the first time in our show's history, Isaac is going to be going out west and hunting this fall. So western hunting will be added to the SBO live lineup this year. There's one of the twins right there. One of the twin 8-points that we wanted to find this year. All right, guys, March 5th, and I'm heading over to the farm because Papa Dan found his first ever shed, and he found the other side to one of the twin 8-points.
Almost all 4 points are flat. This one's up about a 1/4 inch. And this one's different. This one is short.
Yeah, definitely off the same deer though. Isaac saw that deer a bunch of times.
Yeah, we just watched a video on it.
First one, huh, Dad?
I think so. I might have found one when I was a kid, but I don't. Nothing that big.
I didn't think there was deer around here when you were kids.
That big. If you saw a deer, you made the news.
All right, guys. I'm at 1.7 miles on the day, and I was actually just about done, and I got my first find, which will be number 3 of the year. Isaac had an encounter with him during the rut, and we had plenty of trail camera pictures in the summer on this farm, and then in the fall on our farm, and then apparently in the winter he's back here to this farm. But he's a 2.5-year-old 8-point that will be just fine one day. He's a good buck. 2.5, maybe 3.5. He might be a 3.5-year-old. He's one of the twins that we've talked about. We don't have a name for this one, but the other one's Dad's buck. The twins were 2 of the most visible deer on the farm this fall. Their range was centered around our mega plot project. The unnamed twin first appeared on Luke's farm this summer. He was very active during the pre-rut. His course shifted during the rut, and Isaac had a great encounter with him on stand in mid-November. Once the rut was over, he returned back to Luke's farm. We had our first encounters with Dad's buck during the late season of 2019. He was one of the first mature deer to show up on the farm this fall. Isaac had multiple encounters with him during the last week of the season. That's interesting. I thought for sure that was going to be the gimp, but it's not. It's a deer that we got some trail camera videos of. But he's just a young 2.5-year-old. I had him on camera. This is the area that I thought I would find the gimp. And when I saw the antlers, I thought for sure it was going to be the gimp.
All right, guys. I was just walking up here. Camera died. The new GoPro Hero 9. But I found this little guy first. But then I found Creedmore shed. It was laying right over here, about 15 feet away from that little guy.
We had multiple encounters with Creedmore last year while doing our road scouting, and he's one of the deer that we're going to be talking about the most this season.
All right, guys, got the cameras, got a couple sheds, headed back to the farm right now.
Right. Obviously they would have picked that up. That didn't take long, did it?
So we got all this woods all the way around?
Yep.
How far down? All the way to the end?
To those pine trees.
To the pine trees?
To those pine trees.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Grandpa, you got something special here.
Pretty much to the eye can see.
Old greenie, but it counts.
Yeah, that is some high quality shed antler material right there.
Number 3 for the year. I'm winning.
You are winning.
And a deadhead.
You got blown out of the water last year, so. So that was a buck that we called Cactus Jack. I knew he was dead in November. One of the guys who hunts this property, this right here is the border, so he's right here on the line. One of the guys that hunts this neighboring property messaged me on Facebook and said they had found dead buck back here and sent me pictures. I knew which one it was. We had him on cam all summer long and in our food plot and all kinds of stuff. So our story about Creedmore got a little interesting after my last camera check. Creedmore is Luke's #1 deer on his farm, which is about 1.8 miles away. We do share some of the same deer, especially during the rut. Luke found Creedmore's left side, which is the smaller broken up side, back in February on his farm, 1.8 miles away. And I checked trail cameras yesterday. It's March 12th, and on March 6th, I got what appears to be, and we'll show it in the video, but what appears to be Creedmore with his right side on at our home farm. So that just kind of opens up the area that his other shed could be. He could still be holding it right now, we don't know. I actually don't have any other cameras in the woods besides that one I just checked on my mineral lick. All right, guys, it is Sunday, March 14th, and it is officially shed rally weekend. And we're loaded up with the essentials here in the truck, waiting on Isaac to pop out there, and then we're gonna hit probably at least 3 farms today. 3 farms for sure, maybe 4 if we get lucky, but 3 farms for sure that we have not touched yet this year. So we are gonna have some fun, and hopefully we line up some bone. All right, guys, first property, total bust. We spent about an hour there, 1.56 miles, nothing. We don't normally find a ton of sheds there, but we're at our main spot now, Tyler and Nick's farm. And if we don't find something here, there's something really wrong with us, because we always find sheds here, no matter what. Hardest kind to find.
I just said we should go to a bedding area and out of the open woods.
So finding sheds in the open woods is the hardest thing to do. And I was actually checking out that lawn chair. You can see through the weeds that there's a lawn chair. Pretty sure that's where like Ben and his dad were hunting during gun season when we were stacking up deer on deer drives. But we're in here looking for one side to a buck that kind of replaced G2 buck here. After G2 died, this buck came in. He doesn't really have a name, so I guess I'll just call him the replacement for now. And actually one of the local game wardens found the other side while he was looking for some lost rabbit dogs. So I have to kind of pull some strings there and try to get that other side back so we can match these sets up. But I'm walking through this huge open woods, and Nick's probably a couple hundred yards this way, walking this huge open woods looking for one particular antler. This particular antler is hiding right there, I believe. Now I'll have to look at some trail camera pictures and stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. And oh man, he's gonna be mad. He's gonna be happy, but he's gonna be mad. But that's definitely the other side.
Oh yeah.
Right there. That's the only reason we're here today. This is literally the only reason that we're here. It's for that antler. So now I gotta call Nick.
Fuck yeah, I'm down here in the valley. I didn't, like, when I was getting pictures of him, he was always cutting north and south. So like, he always came out of the south, so I was like, fuck it, I'll go down to where you'd come out. So I'm down in the valley, like below Rod's stand, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Fuck yeah.
it's a total, like, I mean, it's just out in the middle, like wide open woods. There's no terrain features. It's flat. I just happened to look over. I was gonna go sit down in the chair and take a funny Snapchat, and then I just looked over and it's just laying here. And Isaac walked 9 feet from it. Not shaped exactly the same because GT went out, but yeah, it's still shaped kind of the same.
Alright guys, it is February 25th.